Hello, Fighting Irish back. Turn 9.7, Operation Live and Let Die, July 1940. We're looking at the IPP chart, and USA gets their free roll. Let's see if their luck keeps going. They need a 10. Here's their roll. Let's see what they get. Wow, they got an 11. Look at the chart. They move up to full-time war economy. Wow. That's going to change some things. Let's do the tech rolls. Let's start with stage 3 stuff. Improve construction. They got a 3. They missed on that. Attack transports. They missed on that. Let's move to stage 2. We want advanced subs. We did get advanced subs. We're moving that along. So that's 3. Wartime economy. This is 4. We got a 7. We're joining the big crowd in stage 3 right there. We got 3 more. I believe it's heavy armor, heavy bombers, and strategic rockets. So here's heavy armor. Heavy armor moves to stage 2. Here's heavy bombers. Does not. And strategic rockets. Does not. Okay, let's look at the chart. Wow, tech rolls were kind of scarce. We went from 2 to 3 on a bunch of stuff, but nothing more tech-wise. Since we are here, this one die roll is for Global 36 enthusiastic for their wartime economy world. This is from courtesy of the Allies. Wow. Axis gives you a 1, Allies gives you a 6. Go figure. The luck of the game, I suppose. Okay, let's first thing before we purchase, let's talk about some stuff, housekeeping rules, I guess. Last turn, I was under the assumption that these 2 territories were covered by the Monroe Doctrine. I misread it, or maybe at one time before the update rules, it said any nation, but now it's any major power. I was assuming it was any nation in the 2 continents, but it's major power, so therefore we attacked a minor. Unfortunately, we couldn't attack a minor, so therefore Vichy could not align to Germany. So therefore, that is why we retract, because we couldn't declare war on a minor. Well, not yet anyway, now we can. Okay, next question. See these 2 subs and this fleet right here? I read the rule books, and I see it says for ships to go over the top, like we did, we had 2 destroyers, a light cruiser, and a transport, so we had 4 go over them. The rule says combat moves, and you stop in the sea zones, each sea zone with a sub, and they have a choice to ask you, where are you going? Is it a combat move? You must tell them exactly what you're doing. Combat means they can interdict you and fight you or attack you. But I do not see in the rule book that says non-combat moves in the non-combat phase that you can, or you have to stop for a sub or tell the sub what you're doing. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Now, this French destroyer did make it all the way down there, but we did not roll for interdiction, so therefore let's do that. it has like a little gauntlet going on. It has two obstacles. If I was thinking right, I wasn't going to send it, but I already did. So here's the interdiction. Red, allies, black, axis. Goal is who's ever higher. If the allies is higher, it moves on. Axis higher, it goes to the bottom of the ocean. Here we go. Oh, it moves on 6-1. So it moves to this second sub. Second phase right here. Winner or loser. 3-1. Wow. Maybe the allies do have really luck on this rolling thing. The French destroyer does make it to the sea zone 80, and it passes both subs. Okay, and then the last bit of information, I believe that the census was the 2 Gorkhas who can be placed in Burma, so they are going to remain in Burma. Other than that, let's go to buys. I think I have to change what I am buying here. So. I have $63. So they are going to lend lease a British, a jet fighter, the French, another jet fighter, and we are not at war with the Germans, so I don't need to worry about the interdiction. $18 for half the economy to the Comintern, and that will be going over the top, and there's no subs on this top line, so that is 24 plus 18 is 42. Come over here. We're going to move down the carrier and the battleship to the second sea zone. That's 10. So that's 52. And then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 52, 54, 6, 8. Okay, 52 plus 5 of these, so that's what we get. So 1, 2, 3, 4 militia and 1 militia upgrade is what the Americans are going to buy. This is what they're purchasing for 62 and saving 1 IPP. A jet fighter for the French, jet fighter for the British, 18 for the Comintern, 4 militia, and a militia upgrade. And we go straight and then up. It's the same as up and over. To go to the British Midland to get that jet fighter, and straight. Well, actually, it don't matter. We're not at war with the Germans, so we're going to send that in our place unit phase. And the KMT has 2 IPP. Is that correct? No, they should have 4 IPP. They're saving all 4 of the IPP. No, combat moves. Shoot. USA is declaring combat on the Japanese. We are going to full-scale war with the Japanese. So therefore, this fleet is heading to the Pacific. One battleship. It can move only two. It's 103. One, two. It'll go to season 103. 103. Looks like it comes out of Mexico, so it is going up to the United States West Coast. That means all the ships can go to the West Coast. All the ships will be placed on the West Coast. Kind of shaking around because I have a whole bunch of ships I gotta move. Let's grab. We're gonna leave one destroyer. It's going to the West Coast. But all the other ships coming from the Pacific, or to the Pacific, to West Coast here. Let's put this together to count it out what we have. Looks like 3 battleships, 1 carrier with a tactical and a fighter, 3 cruisers, 2 light cruisers. We're going to move this destroyer down, move this transport down. Oh, I guess those are light. We're not actually doing any combat moves, so this is all non-combat anyway. This transport will move back to the fleet down here. This light tank will move to Washington. And this bomber, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5 will meet up with the men in San Francisco. The American sub and destroyer will leave the waters of the Philippines to meet up with the British fleet right here in Sea Zone 122. Coastal sub moves 1 forward, 1 forward. Okay, they move forward. They'll lead the assault to the Pacific out there. I think that's moving all the placements. We're going to move this tactical out of the Pacific and move it into the San Francisco. In China, we are going to move 15 we're going to move all our men into Yuma. Union and the 3 Cavalry, leaving the 4 militia in Queenton. I think that is about all the combat or non-combat moves. So KMT is not placing any men, and the Americans are going to upgrade the militia in the Philippines. That's what the flag was for. And place 2 militia into the Philippines. We're going to place 1 on Midway and 1 on Wake. And we're going to send the 2nd shiny jet fighter to the French. We're going to send this shiny jet fighter to the British. And the Commenter, or USSR, will enjoy the 18 IPP because it is half of his 36. So that is the end of the the end of the USA and KMT's turn 9.7. Now let's have a review. The Allies review. So looking at, all right, let's start to review the Allies. Here's the tech chart. 2 completed for the Americans, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stage 3, the British have 2 on stage 3. The Americans have 3 following on 2, 1 on 1, and 2 yet to make their mark into the board. A review of the IPP chart. American leads the way with 63. Plus their bonus, I believe they're at 75. The British have 32 IPP with their bonus. The FEC has 23 plus 2 is their bonus, so they should be at 25. And ANZAC and the KMT look kind of dismal because the French passed them up with 5. Well, let's look at the French. They took Tunisia, got some new shiny ships, condensed their navy together. The British look strong in London. Moved some planes around. Bought their first seaplane out there. Put some more units in Africa. Kind of worried about the Italians doing the same thing. So they beefed that up. The FEC, who looks pretty strong and might, took Borneo, took Korea, costly in Borneo. They have their fleet out here. The Americans decided to join them. And upon review, the Americans only can go to Sea Zone 103 from the east side of the board to the west side, so they did not make it to the west coast. miscounted. So they're at this marker in C zone 103. I thought it was something different, so it is not. KMT, they look strong in Yurna. In case they decide to go to full war, they might get a Burma Road or something. Anzac's looking for defense. Japanese are knocking on their door. That's the end of this review of 9.7 of the Allies. Now we're going to January 1941, handing this over to Panzer J, in Operation Live and Let Die, to the Germans. Before Fighting Irish signs off, they do declare war on the Germany. So Germany and Japan. Fighting Irish signing out. Thank you.